Nadia Reyes never stole from people who couldn't afford it. That was the lie she told herself. In truth, she stole from anyone predictable. Predictable meant wealthy men who wanted to feel clever. Investors who trusted charm over contracts. Tech founders who thought emotional intuition was beneath them. She studied them the way other people studied languages, patterns, pauses, weaknesses. Her latest target was Ethan Callaway, 34. Founder of a fast-growing cybersecurity startup. Recently profiled in business magazines as a visionary introvert. Newly, single, perfect. She became someone he would notice. At a networking event downtown, she introduced herself as Natalie Rivera, a consultant exploring opportunities in digital risk assessment. She dressed understated, no glittering bait, no obvious seduction. Just sharp questions and intelligent restraint. Ethan responded immediately. He wasn't flashy. He didn't brag. He listened before he spoke. That unsettled her. Most men in his position filled silence with ego. He filled it with thought. "So what interests you about cybersecurity?" he asked, not in the bored tone of someone waiting to redirect attention, but with genuine curiosity. She delivered her rehearsed answer, something about systemic vulnerability and human error being the weakest link. He nodded slowly. "Human error," he repeated. "Yeah, that's always where it breaks." If he only knew. The plan was simple. Get close. Gain trust. Access financial pathways. Create a subtle redirection of funds through a shell company. Disappear before the irregularities triggered alerts. She'd done it before. Clean. Efficient. Ethan invited her to coffee the next day. She expected him to perform success expensive watch on display, curated anecdotes about venture capital battles. Instead, he showed up in a worn leather jacket, apologized for being 5 minutes late, because he'd stayed up debugging code, and asked her about her family. That last part threw her. Targets didn't usually ask about her. They wanted admiration, not biography. She improvised a story: two brothers, a mother who taught literature, pieces borrowed from truth, rearranged like furniture in a staged home. He listened carefully, asking follow-up questions. It was almost irritating. Over the next few weeks, she inserted herself into his world. He invited her to a product demo at his office. She watched as he explained encryption protocols to his team, not with arrogance, but with patience. He credited junior developers publicly. He admitted when something wasn't working. He was competent and kind. Kindness complicated things. One evening, while they reviewed a mock security proposal together at his apartment, she noticed a framed photo on the shelf. Ethan at 12, sitting beside a hospital bed, holding his father's hand. "My dad," he said quietly when he saw her looking. "He was a systems engineer, taught me everything about breaking things down to see how they work." "What happened?" she asked before she could stop herself. "Cancer," he said simply. "When I was 15. There was no performance in the answer, just fact. She felt something tighten in her chest. She had lost her own father at 16 to debt collectors and stress more than illness. The day he died, she learned that institutions don't forgive weakness. That was the day she decided she wouldn't be weak again. The opportunity came faster than expected. Ethan trusted her analysis enough to give her temporary access to a secondary financial dashboard read-only. Technically, that Nadia knew how to pivot from read-only to influence. She sat in her apartment that night, laptop open, encryption tools ready. The pathway was there. Elegant, undetectable for weeks. Her fingers hovered over the keys. She pictured the transfer 7 figures move silently into a network of accounts she controlled. She pictured disappearing. But instead of relief, she felt hesitation, because this time she knew what the money represented. Not yachts, Not vanity acquisitions. It was payroll. Expansion into underserved communities. A scholarship fund he had mentioned offhandedly for kids interested in coding. She had confirmed it all. Ethan wasn't laundering ego through innovation. He believed in what he was building. Her phone buzzed. A message from him. "Did you get home okay? Also, thank you for challenging my assumptions tonight. I needed that." She stared at the screen. He trusted her, not because she had dazzled him, but because she had questioned him. That was new. She closed the laptop. The guilt didn't fade. It grew. Every dinner. Every quiet conversation. Every time he laughed in that surprised, unguarded way. "You know," he said one night as they walked along the river, "I'm not very good at reading people." Her pulse quickened. "But with you," he continued, "it feels simple." Simple. If he knew how calculated every moment had been. "You don't worry I'm using you?" she asked lightly. He looked genuinely confused. "For what?" She almost laughed at the irony. "For access, connections, money." He shrugged. "If you were, I deserve it for being careless." "You think so?" "I believe people show you who they are," he said. "You just have to pay attention." The words lingered like a warning. 2 days later, she made a decision. She scheduled a meeting at his office under the pretense of discussing a new partnership. He greeted her with a smile that made her stomach twist. "What's wrong?" he asked immediately. She hadn't realized it showed. "I lied to you," she said. He didn't interrupt. "My name isn't Natalie. It's Nadia. I'm not a consultant. I'm not what I said I was." His expression didn't harden. It sharpened. "In what way?" "I target people like you," she said. "I study them. I gain access. I take what I can before they notice." Silence filled the room. "And you were planning to?" he asked quietly. "Yes. Did you?" "No." He studied her face, searching for cracks. "Why not?" The answer terrified her more than the confession. "Because you're not predictable," she said. "And because I didn't expect to care." He leaned back slowly. "You understand I could call the police?" "Yes." "You've likely broken laws already." "Yes." He exhaled through his nose. "Show me," he said. She frowned. "Show you what?" "The access points. The vulnerabilities. If you're telling the truth, prove it." It wasn't forgiveness. It was evaluation. So she did. She opened her laptop and walked him through the gaps she had identified, places where human trust overrode technical security. He listened, stunned. By the end, his company was safer than it had been before. "You could have destroyed us," he said quietly. "I know." "Why tell me?" "Because I don't want to be the person who hurts you." The admission hung between them. He didn't forgive her immediately. Trust, once fractured even preemptively, is fragile. But he didn't call the police either. Instead, he offered something unexpected. "Help us fix this," he said. Legitimately. "You clearly understand where systems fail. You'd hire me?" she asked. "On probation," he replied. "And under supervision." It wasn't romantic. It was rational, which made it more meaningful. Months passed. Nadia worked openly now, aliases, no staged backstories. She learned compliance laws, ethical protocols, the slow discipline of building instead of taking. It was harder, less thrilling, more honest. One evening, long after the office had emptied, Ethan leaned against her desk. "You know," he said, "I still don't fully understand why you didn't go through with it." She looked up at him. "I've always believed people are systems to exploit," she said. "You made me question that." He nodded slowly. "And I've always believed trust was logical," he said. You made me question that. They stood in the quiet hum of computers and fluorescent light. So where does that leave us? She asked. Careful, he said, but real. This time, when he reached for her hand, there was no strategy behind it. No calculation, just risk. And for the first time in her life, Nadia chose something without planning her escape.